All right, well, let's live in the now. We have our florist, Neville Mackay, owner of My Mother's Bloomers, here once again. You've got some gorgeous blooms right there.
Aren't they beautiful? Good morning, everyone. Flowers are so wonderful, and they're so diverse, and they celebrate diversity every single day when you see these gorgeous flowers.
We can learn a lot from the flowers. For example, those peonies you have in your hand are the last of the season, helping us enjoy that. We got to savor the moments of life because they don't last forever.
Absolutely. You know, when people say to me, I don't buy a particular flower because they don't last a long time, I'll say, yeah, but you bought that pizza, you know, because that's not going to last a long time either, or that bottle of wine, but you're going to enjoy it right now because that's when we need them. And flowers are food for the soul. And, you know, I don't know about you, but I think the world is pretty hungry for it.
The world could use a little levity wherever they can get it, a little beauty wherever they can get it.
Absolutely.
And we can also learn from flowers. I'm just going to set these down because we're going to do something with them in a second.
Yeah.
We can learn something from the diversity of nature.
Mm-hmm. Do you know, years ago we used to say you can't mix this and can't mix that, but we said the same thing about foods as well. You couldn't mix Japanese with Italian or whatever. Mix the foods around. Now they're seeing that fusion. So we're seeing that with flowers. And what a great way. Nature is so wonderful because all of the flowers here on this counter, all of them are from different parts of the world at one point or another. And they've all made their homes here at CTV at Morning Live.
That's true.
You know, and that's just the glorious thing about them. And they're so diverse, but all they want to do is bloom. They just want to bloom and get along.
And just bloom while they're here.
Absolutely.
So, where do you want to start?
Let's look at this one right in front of you.
Okay.
This is so pretty. This is just a summer mix. And I just did that because these hands holding on to each other, just a celebration of we're going to lift you up because flowers will lift a person up. There's nothing that will make you feel a bit better than just give someone flowers because they're so delicate and you have to enjoy them right now. And that's just a celebration of letting people know that you love someone. You're sharing their love.
Put your hand on the hand. Look at that. Look at these nails, everyone. Look at that. Celebrating Pride. I love it.
I think we celebrate Pride every day, which is so important. You know, it's like the roses over in the corner. Those rainbow roses.
Extraordinary.
Aren't they fun? You just pop one out and have a look at it because they're so pretty. They're just a fun rose, and these are done with a dye. So they cut the stems in 4 or 5 portions and put each one in a different vial of dye to dye them these colors.
Each is unique, each is beautiful, but if you wanted to get a dozen of these, you'd have to order them in advance.
Order them ahead. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're so pretty and they're so lovely.
They're glorious.
You know, even just to celebrate the summer, these are so pretty, and you wouldn't think about putting an onion flower in with roses, in with sunflowers, but they work so well together.
Yes.
They work so well together. Or something as weird and wonderful as the proteas down in the front here with roses. That was a big no-no ages ago. He just didn't do that.
This is called a protea?
These are proteas.
Okay.
And leucadendron, which is a really cool... I almost want to call it a non-binary plant because we're not sure. It either identifies as a flower or as a greenery. It depends on who's buying it and who's selling it. So it's kind of a fun thing. But again, a celebration of all different kinds of materials all put together just to be happy.
All right, glorious. Okay, well, we're going to build a little something.
You're going to make something?
I'll move these over here, yeah.
You're. I'm not touching.
Well, I love how it's me that creates it, but Neville just shows me with his eyes where it wants to go, and it always turns out glorious.
I kick her under the table.
Exactly.
Drop that right in
Okay.
I do, but I'm careful now because I know you got your boot on. And that will hurt me.
Right. I'll give
Honestly,
you back.
it'll hurt me more than it hurts you. But by mixing that beautiful rose with that greenery in a really cool container, you're celebrating all those beautiful flowers. And I think, you know, when people say, I don't get out to pick flowers out of the garden, pick them out of your own garden. For goodness sake, don't go around and pick them out of people's gardens.
And certainly not a public garden.
No, I saw someone picking some at the public gardens yesterday, and I kind of mentioned to them, you know, I said, you know, other people want to enjoy those. So if everyone picked a couple of little...
You said something?
Yes,
thank you.
Because if everyone picked a couple of little flowers, because they said it's just a couple of flowers, but if everyone picked a couple of flowers out of a garden, there'd be nothing left by the end of the day. So just enjoy them because they are food for the soul. And I always say, touch them with your eyes. If you want to touch them with your eyes because they're so pretty. Did I say put that in there?
No.
Oh, okay, well, go ahead. You've done it. It's fine. It's lovely.
It's actually working out beautifully. We're doing a nice tag team here.
You are. Look at that.
The colors so fresh together. Okay, I need to know. It is June is Pride Month, but the Pride celebrations for Halifax and many of the regions are in July. You've got big plans.
I do. Shelburne, my hometown, has dock days, and on July the 19th, I will be doing a presentation on the waterfront for the good folks of Shelburne to celebrate their dock days. It's a beautiful town, filled with heritage, filled with history. Some good, some bad, some otherwise, but it's really important. See how that cool flower wants to fit right in there?
Yeah, it does.
It's just dropping right in. That's a beautiful protea, and that is a native to South America. Oh, South Africa, rather.
All right.
Beautiful.
Well, have fun at Dock Days in Shelburne, because that's going to be great.
Yeah, it'll be loads of fun. And the people are great. And again, we celebrate the diversity. There's no place as much as full of diversity as what Shelburne is, I don't think, because there's a little bit of everyone and then some more, which I enjoy as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, I love that area too. Okay.
This is just going like mad.
I know. Really fun. This feels like it needs to spread out. In any case,
let it go.
We are going to take a break. We can find you in gorgeous
You'll need a break after doing all
Northern
that.
Halifax and my mother's bloomers, but we love it when you come in, Neville. And happy Pride.
Celebrate diversity, everyone, and happy Pride.